All right, Labor Day weekend is a few days away, and for some parents, that means 4 whole days with your kids staring you right in the face. Yep, I'm in it. You're in luck because a mini staycation in San Diego is all you need to give summer a final hurrah without ending up completely broke. Family and entertainment expert Suzette Valle of Mamarazzi Knows Best is here with her top list for free family fun activities that will keep everybody happy. And you know, it's so nice to have you here because the word here, after doing all the back to school shopping, and I don't know, my kids already need supplies and instruments and everything, it adds up.
Very quickly. And I guess that's the reason why I tried to put this list together. So they're family friendly, but the emphasis here is on free. So I'm going to give you a list of things that families can do this weekend that's not going to cost you very much, if in fact nothing at all for some things.
Okay, so how do we get started? What's the first thing?
Okay, well, why don't we start with something very low tech, like taking in a game of stickball. And if you're asking yourself, what is that? Maybe that's the reason why you should take the kids down to Little Italy to take in the stickball tournament they're holding this weekend.
And this is it's a video of stickball.
Right, and this is what we used to do back in the day. We used to play out in the street in our neighborhood with our friends, and maybe your kids will be inspired to make their little teams and get out there and play in the great outdoors, something that I don't think they get to do too often these days.
Okay, you have such a wide variety of things. I was looking over these last night, and I'm telling you, my boys were saying, well, I want to do this one and this one. I don't know how we're going to get it all in, but what is this about old warplanes?
Oh, this is a fantastic thing you can do. Out in Miramar, there's a museum that I didn't even know existed, and it's called the Flying Leatherneck Aviation Museum. And they're holding their last and final open cockpit days. This means you can sit inside the cockpit of real warplanes, planes that were involved in World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and even Desert Storm. But that's not all. I think the key thing here is that this museum is run by veterans. And they are there. They're on hand to tell you their stories firsthand. So the kids can have fun, but they'll be getting a little bit of history and they won't even know it.
Oh,
now,
fun.
I've got to recommend that you show up a little bit earlier in the day because it is going to be hot out there. And also Chuck, one of the vets who works there, told me that the price of admission is that you have to have fun. So it's free.
How about that? Okay, so this one also looked really interesting. This Viejas Icons Water, Light, and Fire show.
Right.
That sounds like something that would be expensive.
Actually, it's free. And if you have to make a little bit of that back to school shopping, they have the great outlet mall there. But at 5:30, the interactive fountains are turned into a light, water, fire, and laser show. So beginning at 5:30, they have a pre-show, and at 8 o'clock at night, they have the main performance. Now, the Icons show is about music, and they feature music from artists like the Beatles, Elvis Presley, all the way to contemporary artists. And it's really fun, it's free, and it's a high energy show. So take the kids out there early in the day, let them frolic in the fountains, and then kick back and watch this amazing free show.
That is wonderful. Okay, so then here's something entirely different. How about a real powwow?
That's something more authentic, that's for sure. The Barona Band of Mission Indians wants everyone to experience Native American culture. And what better way than to do it at a real powwow? And they're having that this weekend. It starts Friday night, and they start with gourd dancing, and then they're going to have a spectacular grand entry of dancers dressed in costume. So this is a chance for kids to see what Native American culture was all about. And this is out in Barona. So plan your day and end the evening out there when it's not too hot anyway.
I'll tell you what, though, it's a long weekend, so you can do a lot of these things. And then this is something that we talked about in the break that I've done many times with my boys, is going to the music concerts in Coronado.
That's right.
The concerts in the park.
What is a summer's eve without live music?
And this is the last weekend, isn't it?
This is it. This is the last weekend for a lot of these things, so take advantage of it. But Coronado Concerts in the Park, I'm biased, I live there, and it is such a huge tradition, and they're holding, I think, one of their last ones this weekend. So head on out on Sunday. Grab a picnic, a blanket, chairs, take the family, kick off those flip-flops and dance to the tunes.
And parents, you can have wine. It's allowed only during this time period.
I think we have someone with experience here. But get out there early. Parking is very difficult in Coronado this time of year. So that's a huge recommendation. Get out there early, grab a spot. It's a popular thing with both residents of Coronado and San Diego.
Yeah, and it starts around 6 o'clock, so you get out there a little bit
Earlier.
Okay, so for summer movies, what is this? Movies and free ice cream?
That's right. This is, if not my favorite activity, the most fun activity for me. You know, I'm a movie buff. I wrote a book about movies. And at the Waterfront Park in San Diego, downtown San Diego, they're holding a summer movie night. And it's free, and the movie they're showing is Back to the Future.
Oh, fun.
One of my very favorite movies. It's actually in the book. But this is not the only thing that's happening. The Waterfront Park is free to the public all day, so make a day of it. Take the kids early, let them run around, get wet, give them a chance to dry off, and there's going to be food trucks and concessions. Have your dinner there. Don't bother taking a picnic, or if you want to save some money, do. But the fun
Just
part...
go to the food trucks.
Right.
All
But
right.
make room for dessert. Haagen-Dazs is giving free ice cream.
Okay, so many wonderful events, okay? And you also wrote this book, 101 Movies to See Before You Grow Up.
That's right.
All
That's-
right.
To give you an idea, if you still don't have a lot to do this weekend, grab that book and watch one of those movies over the weekend.
Okay, well, keep in mind, all of these are free, okay? Suzette Valle, Mama Rozzi knows best. Thank you
right.
so much for being
Thank
with
you
us.
for having me.
I'm excited for the weekend already then.